Started recording, and we'll see how to do a prop texturing today. Later, I'll show you how to achieve this sort of output. Okay. So basically, it's just a model, a simple model based on the reference. We have started working on it. First, let me start. I need to create a project. Go to project window. Okay. So first, wooden boxes. Let's pick a texture for wooden box. Okay. So if you go to images, you can see a lot of these type of boxes and all. So I'm just, okay, not this one. I'll pick something, which doesn't have those, some names and all. So if you see, you have this turbo squid, uh, the name, let's not pick something like that. Okay, I think this is good. I'm gonna save this image. Or else directly I can save this into the folder batch 3 Maya props texturing in this source images folder. I'll save it here. This is one. So in the meantime, let me open Photoshop. So it's like side by side, try to open multiple elements Maya and Photoshop so that we have to do unwrapping. Later we need to bring this unwrap into Maya into Photoshop. So now you see there are, what is this UV set, or how do we do unwrapping? What is this unwrapping, and I will see. So in this UV, okay, UV are the 2D coordinates of 3D model. Simple. Okay. UV are 2D coordinates of the 3D model. So if you can just go to window, modeling editors, UV editor. Go to window, modeling editor, UV editor. The same UV editor is here. This is UV editor. When I click on this UV editor, you get to see a window, UV editor window. So this is the UV editor window, which looks like this. So this particular cube is having 6 faces. Okay, see this side, here, and top and bottom, total 6 sides. And the 6 side faces are here. If you just go to face mode, you can see whatever you select, these faces are getting selected here. Okay, right? So now what I'll do, be in object mode here and right click, go to UV. So you can see these are individual UV which I'm selecting. Now if you see, one UV is selected here, which I'm selecting here. If I do any changes here, there's nothing gonna happen for the model. Okay, nothing is gonna happen for the model because I'm just changing the texturing coordinates. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go to UV mode. I'll just select all of this. I select all the UVs. You can see all these UVs are selected. Okay. All the UVs are selected. Go to image. You need to save this as an image. Take UV snapshot. There's something called snapshot. You need to click on UV snapshot. Here, it says, it show the path and all. You need to change the path for your project folder. This is batch 3 Maya and prop texturing. In this images, under prop texturing, your project folder under images, save. You need to save this as out. And from here outside it is coming, right? We are exporting out UV. Okay, for box underscore box. I save it. And After you do that, I did name it, apply and close. Okay, before that, which format you want? I want this in a PNG format. The size it is 2048, which is a good resolution. Edge color, all these edges, which color we want? I want black color. That's okay. Rest everything is fine. Apply and close. So what happens now? In batch 3, Maya, prop texturing, images, you have it here. When you open this, you're getting an output something like this. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'm going to open this in Photoshop, drag and drop into Photoshop. Okay. I have it here. So first thing, I don't, once the background is transparent, so I'm going to create new layer and I'll add white color. Okay. I don't add black color. Why? Because these lines are also in black, so that I'll not able to see the lines. Okay. So now what I'll do, now come to source image folder. This is the texture which I have taken, right? So in Photoshop, I need to open this in Photoshop, drag and drop here. I think it's loading. Enter. Now I bring, okay, this is fine. First thing what I'll do, right click, select this, right click. I need to rasterize this, rasterize layer. Control T for transform, free transform. Hold, okay. So I'm just so I'm placing this here like this. Enter. Okay. Alt, just duplicate. Fine. You just place like this. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn off this the first wireframe. You can name it as wireframe. This one, this layer. Now I'm gonna save this as color. I need to save this one. Obviously, you will be saving the source file in PSD format. Another, okay, this in PSD I'm saving. One more thing, file save as. I'll save either in JPEG or PNG format. Okay, box color. Okay. So what happens now? In the images you have this color. So I'll come to Maya. First thing is select this, right click, assign new material. I can assign even Maya surface also I can assign. That's okay. Maya, this is since this is wood, I don't want glossiness, so I'll go with Lambert, default Lambert. Okay. Now in Lambert, I click on this. I'll take an empty file under 2D texture empty file, and I click on this. I'll go to images, the color part. I'll pick and I'll place. Okay. Okay. So I'll just press 6 just to see how does this looks. You're able to see the box like this. Okay. Any doubt, team? Any doubt? MD Kumalo.
Clear, sir.
Now let's say I want to apply some text here, fragile or something, if something is glass or this way up. So I'll select this. So then I'll go to this. I'll see, okay, this is one side, um, face. This is another side face. Now what I'll do, I want to add a text. I'll click here, fragile. Okay, just mention this way up something. Okay, I'm gonna select this and let me change the color to something red or something like this. Let me change the size color. Okay, and I can add a shape. I'll click on this. I'll take some shape. Okay, or it is okay. Fine. I'll just give it something like this. So now what I'll do, I'm gonna multiply, not multiply, lighten or screen. Okay, let me just take, I'm gonna rasterize this again. I'll, okay, the overlay is there. Soft light, hard light. No, just check whichever is, something suitable. I think it's okay. Something color dodge or then I'll take this text. Fine, something like this. And now this I have added. Okay. Now what I'll do, edit, duplicate this. and I'm placing this here. I'll flip this horizontal, enter. So I'm gonna save this as a JPEG one. Okay, I'm gonna replace this here. Then I'll come to Maya. Okay, now if you notice, I think this is something like this. Okay, this one I think, okay, I have to. So I'll come to Maya, whatever changes I do automatically, it will get reflected here. So I'll go to attribute. Just click on reload button. This is fine. This one. Okay. Okay, done. Like this. Okay. This is how you can add manually, some text. Now coming to this part, how did I do? Let's say I'm just changing this to automatic. Okay. Let me apply new material. I'll apply Lambert. One more. Okay, not Lambert. Let me apply blend. I'll apply blend. Okay. And while modeling, like I have created this with some reference image. So this is the image, which we have done. With this image, we have done the modeling. So I'm just copying this image. Batch 3, crop texturing, source image. I have this. Now I have to unwrap this particular model, right? I need to unwrap this. So I'll see in which view it is properly. It is in X view. So what I have to do is I have to go to UV. Now planar mapping, X axis. I'll click on outliner also. This is not properly unwrapped now. So under X axis, Y X axis, it is because in X axis we are able to see this very clearly. It's nothing but in side view, I'm able to see this. In front you are able to see this? No, right? You cannot see. In side view you can see. So that is X axis. So X axis project. So what happens when I do that? This is how the UV set is. Something like this is there. It is fine. I'll go to object mode. I select this. Then right click. I'll go to UV mode. I select all the UV. This sort of model you have to create a model. Okay. So I select all this UV. Again go to image. Take a snapshot. Snapshot is not box. This is gun. Okay. I'm gonna save in the same place. Apply and close. So what happens now? This UV set we have it. So I'll come over here. Go to images. You should have a separate UV called out UV gun. Bring this into Photoshop, a new file. Okay. This is for a new file. Now what I'll do, as usual, I'm gonna create one more layer. Keep it in the bottom. Apply white color some for this. Okay. This is wireframe for the reference for the texturing part. Now what I'll do, I'll pick the reference images which we have used for modeling, bring that into Photoshop. Okay, this is the reference image which I use for modeling. I'm gonna enter. Now bring this in the bottom so that you can see the wireframe. For this one, what I'll do, I'm gonna for time being, I'm gonna keep only this rest and remaining thing, I'll be deleting it off. For that, I have to make raster. I have to rasterize this layer. Fine. Now what I'll do, I'm gonna scale this. Okay. You need to just match like this. Getting all this thing looks great now. Now what I'll do for this, I'm gonna apply. I'll just do a burn. I'll burn this area. Or else you can even paint, do some painting stuff. Manually, you can do that. So these areas, I would like to burn so that it looks darker. And you get a bit more depth. Wherever you see the lines are visible outside. Okay, things looks something like this. So what I'll be doing is I'll turn off the wireframe and I'm gonna save this. See, it's a simple for the reference image which we pick from Maya as a snapshot. For that, we have to match the texture. So I'm gonna save this as gun PST and I'll save as JPEG. Okay, save. Now come back to Maya. Since we have applied delete history, blend, the color part, click on this, take an empty 2D texture, take a file, gun JPEG. Set something like this. Now in the blend, eccentricity I reduce to in the blend texture, eccentricity 0.1, specular roll of 1, specular color to white you can give. Okay. Something like this. See, this is nice. This particular model looks like this. Okay. Any doubt? MD, Kumalo? Any doubts? MD and Kumalo?
it's okay, sir.
Okay, great. So what you have to do, you have to create a game set design or game props with this particular method. I'll be sharing you the reference image. What you have to do, you have to do the modeling. You have to do the same texturing for this. Okay. I'll not share the Maya model. You have to do the modeling and texturing. The model is very simple. Just create one box, keep extruding, keep extrude, extrude, extrude here also. After that, you need to match it properly. That's it. Okay. Simple. There's nothing. Okay. Like this, you have to do model. Take any one box, extrude, keep extruding, and based on the reference image, this is the reference image, right? Based on the reference image, you have to do the placements. So will you guys do this?
Yes, we'll try, sir.
Okay. So share the output by, before next class, and all these assignments carries marks. Okay. So after texturing part, I'll be starting lighting. Okay. For you. Even lighting also fundamentals will be doing it. We'll see that. Okay. One or two more session I'll be taking in texturing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. Bye. Take care. I'll upload this video and I'll be sharing this reference.
Bye-bye, sir.
Bye. Take care.